Welcome, book readers. This is BrailleDash Reads. If you are new to this channel, well then welcome. Grab a cup of coffee or tea and join me on this reading journey. One thing you should know is that every book I review on this channel is available on an accessible format. So if you're somebody who has a print disability, whether that is a physical disability, a visual impairment, blindness, or even dyslexia, these books are offered on BookShare and the NLS BARD. Okay, so in today's book review, we are going to be doing The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. I'll give you a brief explanation, spoiler-free, on what to expect when you read this book. So the story begins with the protagonist, Millie. She was just released out of prison. She had been in prison for 10 years and recently got fired from her job, so she had no choice but to live in her car. Readers are not told why she was put in prison. You just know that the severity of the crime had to be great because every time she gets a job opportunity, they decline her as soon as they run a background check. So that leaves the readers guessing, what did she do to get herself in this kind of position? Eventually, she finds the job offer of being a housemaid. She goes to the interview, and again, she's so desperate to get this job, she tries to make herself look less attractive so the wife doesn't feel intimidated or, questions whether it's a good idea to have this, young, pretty, attractive girl staying in the home with the wife, the husband, and the daughter. Of course, Millie gets the job, and because she's so desperate to have a source of income, to have a different place to stay that's not her car, she doesn't notice the red flags that are accompanied with this job. So things seem perfect, right? She has a job, she has a place to stay, and everything is easy. She makes dinner for the family. The family's typically not home, so it's not much cleaning that she has to do. But as the story progresses, things start to go a little off. The wife starts to show signs of something being wrong. You don't know exactly what's happening because, again, Millie's so new to all of this, and the wife just seems like she's stressed, but you don't know exactly what's going on with her. You know that the husband makes 7 to 8 figures, so the wife doesn't work. So now you're left wondering, where's the wife going when she's not home? She does mention that she goes to PTA meetings, but other than that, she's never home. So Millie starts to question things. What's happening? Why is she never around? Why is she starting to boss me around as much as she is? She's being very particular with things. So as the story goes, you're just trying to figure out what's happening. What's Millie doing wrong? Is the wife just going crazy? What's wrong with the wife? And you just have the husband there who's just kind of going along with it and just like, accepting these things. So you're going by Millie's perspective. So as this is going along, she's just putting the blame on herself. She's not being understanding. She probably did something, didn't remember. If the husband's okay with it, then she should be too. And, you're just kind of in for a roller coaster. What's going on? In my opinion, the story takes turns that you don't expect. So at first, you're kind of going through and you're just like, this job is perfect. Things are great. The wife is stressed, so, be cool with everything. But the more the story goes through the events that happen, the more you start to question, why is Millie still there? Like, why did she put up with all of this? I understand that she is desperate for this job. She needs a place to stay. But at the same time, it's almost like she's gonna find herself in trouble that she doesn't need to be in, especially with her record. Then you also have that to question. Didn't the wife run this background check on her? Does she not know that Millie is a felon, that she has been in prison for 10 years? Why does she allow her to stay in this home, trust her with all the valuables, and also trust her with her child? So you're just questioning things left and right. Just, why is this happening? What's wrong with her? I would have left sooner than Millie did. All right, and I'll stop there because I'm trying to avoid giving any spoilers out, but this book does that to you. You're reading it and you're just wondering why. If I had to wrap up this entire book into one word, it would be the word why. So really fun read, really cool. If you've read the book, leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious what you thought about this because I was definitely in for a roller coaster. I wasn't expecting it to turn the way it did. There were moments where I suspected something differently, but then something else would happen and suddenly I'm just like, wait, okay, scratch that off the board. Let's restart and let's try to come up with something new. What is another theory I have? of where this book is going. As always, thank you for sticking through to this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll catch you guys in the next chapter. Do you like reading? Are you writing your own book right now, or have you already published one? Check out my Patreon and talk to others just like you. Also check out my other channel, BrailleDash Reads, where you will find reviews for books I have read, and you will also find some content from the book club. The links to both will be in the description below.